Oh, exactly. Hi guys, this is a procedure for how to replace the 1998 to 2001 Subaru Impreza window motors. So I excluded the door panel removal and installation only because there's plenty of guides and write-ups on how to do that. So here it is. Hope you guys enjoy.
It's very hard to take off.
It's not properly,
Or you could just pop it and break it off.
I don't think it matters. So the bad part is our window motor is behind this guy. Get all the teeth behind this guy right here. Horrible, horrible location.
Best way I found to take it off is you have to take the regulator off from the window.
One screw here. Let's go to the regulator. Other screw for the regulator.
It's up here. In a really, really, really hard place to get to.
Basically it goes behind here.
Take it off from right here.
There's a little access hole right there. Once that's off, the window glass panel is free. The way that you replace this window regulator is you gotta take the whole thing off. So there's 2 screws here, 4 bolts here. Now the glass is free from the regulator. The glass is gonna stay inside the car and we're gonna be able to get it out. So let's take it off. Tried to lose these screws. There we go. And there we have it. Window motor is now, let's dislodge the window motor. There we go. Get the regulator out of the way. Look at that. Now when you replace the regulator, you have to be 100% certain to put it back exactly how you found it. So it's on these notches right here, it's on a spring. So when you take it off, there's a chance that the regulators will bounce off. Just remember where you took it. Easiest way is you mark it or you just count the number of teeth exposed. So on this lower one right here, we got about a tooth and a half exposed. We want to put it back right there. Otherwise, it's wonky, it's going to become bigger, and it's going to be very hard to replace. One screw. Two screws. Three screws. Like I said, exactly. It bounced away. just like I predicted. So, I'm gonna grab your new window motor. I got this at the junkyard. Thankfully, there's guys out there who, you know, replace the window motor and then they junk their car. So I got a very good condition one right here. It's fast, same connector. Everything should be perfect on this. So I'm gonna use leverage at this point. Get your window motor on here, or you could use vice grips actually. Oh, never mind. I got a better idea. How about take off this, install this first, and we can install that on later. Yeah, so let's get in here. How many teeth did we say? We said 1.5 tooth. So a little bit lower, right there. Well, that's actually 1 tooth, so let's go on this one. Right there. That's perfect. You don't have to put the screws back on. You can use, you know, some 10mm bolts that you've had lying around because they're the same thread pitch. And to be honest with you, bolts are a lot easier to work with than screws. They'll help in the future when you have to replace this, if you ever have to replace it. Let's see if we have any. Actually, we do, from previous stuff. So basically, instead of putting screws back on, we're going to put bolts, because bolts are way easier to mess with than these. These have already started stripping just from lightly turning them, so we're going to replace them with bolts. One, two, three, two. I got 2, 3. There you go. Get these from the junkyard, from any other Subaru, any other car. You kind of want some short ones in there, because if it's too long, it could foul up with something. So let's not take our chances and foul it up with something. Look at that, perfect fit. You need something to line it up with. You could always grab this guy right here, put it like that, and then, you know, use this to line it up. There you go. Remember, always start off by hand, because you started off with an impact wrench. There's an extremely high possibility that you will strip bolts. Look at that. Perfect. And we're back. Let's not forget our guy back here. So the way that we're going to fix this, we're going to put this in here, and then with a nice screwdriver or pick or something, we're going to go over like this. Do it with your hand. Not that dangerous. There you go. And get this guy all the way in here. We're good. Make sure this guy is pushed down all the way. There's a little tab right here. There you go. Now that guy is fully assembled. The next part is to put it back in. Now we're gonna do exactly the way we took it out. This guy goes in here like this first. This guy in here. Kind of goes back here. This plastic part is actually really, it helps keep the moisture inside of here. because windows are not 100% sealed. If they were 100% sealed, then you would get a lot of sound buffering from the doors, but they're not 100% sealed. This guy. Rubber bolts right over here. There's going to be one bolt, 2 bolts, actually two nuts, 4 bolts over here. And there we have it. Line it up by moving this guy up and down. To get everything back on here, you want to bolt this down exactly where you found it. As you can see, it left some marks right here where it was. This actually lines it up so the window goes tighter or looser. There's some other adjustments all over the window regulator and the frame, but there's no reason to mess with them because all we're doing is replacing the motor. There we have it. Here's the old window motor. Probably original, just a little slow, so tighten this up. There you go. I'm gonna put this back in exactly where I found it. Now comes the magic part in the regulator. Oh. Have it. Right there. This one needs to go up and down a little bit more. The one that's behind here. Like I said, this thing is always going to be fighting me. So if you bear with it, you gotta save it. There we go. They're both in now. Always start the screws by hand. If you need some help, you can always, grab this guy. In here like this, like that. Thankfully, Subaru gave us a nice access hole. Now, once you're sure you're in, always start it by hand or with a gun. There you have it. The window regulator has been replaced. Guy back on. See how this harness stays on this side. before you, as always, before you put anything back on, whether it's a window regulator, a motor, actuator, transmission, clutch, you have to test it before you put it 100% back together. I can't tell you how many times I've put something back together and I didn't test it and it didn't work. So, put this guy in here like this, turn your key on, look at that. If I turn on the car, it's going to give you more battery, but this is much better than the one. Look at that. Lightning fast, unlike before. Right now I got low battery, by the way, and I got my radio on. There you go. That's how you replace your power window regulator. Motor, actually.